Can I help you with this, Justin? That's not how we behave in this classroom. I just tried to help Justin with his work and he slapped my hand away very hard. It's still hurting. This is not what I signed up for. If it happens again, I will be going to the police and reporting him.
Okay, first you need to calm down and not let Justin's behaviours affect you like this. What we need to do is set up an individual education plan meeting where we'll highlight different strategies and goals to improve Justin's behaviour and your teacher to student relationship with him. What time suits you to meet?
3:30 after school suits me.
Okay, that suits me well. Have a look over this before tonight. It's Justin's social story from the start of the year.
Okay, bye. I can't believe this. It takes for an incident like this to happen for the specialist to give me some information. I'm hurt and no longer feel safe in my working environment. This is not good enough.
Thank you for coming this afternoon. It is really appreciated, Margot. At the completion of this meeting, I hope we have a more open relationship in which we can work together to help Justin. What we're going to do is explore the best practice strategies that are appropriate for you and for Justin. We also need to identify some reachable goals for you and Justin to achieve. If you have any questions or any concerns, now is the time to express those.
Well, I just wanted to know why it took for an incident like this to occur for me to finally get some answers and support from you. I was shocked that a student would physically hit me for simply trying to assist him, and now I don't feel safe anymore. I can't understand Justin's reaction. Don't we have a right to feel safe at school? What if it happened to another student instead of me? This is definitely the last straw. Next time I will press charges. I can't see how this meeting is supposed to help Justin.
I understand your concerns and questions, and I realise that the school and I have not informed you correctly, and you should have done so at the beginning of the year. We need to assess when this did not happen. This is to come up with some goals and strategies to help Justin's behaviour in the classroom. The main purpose for this meeting is to improve Justin's physical behaviour after the incident of him hitting you today. The agenda for today is to discuss how we can diffuse the potentially damage yourself and I, how we're going to approach this problem with Justin. What strategies are we going to use? We will also look at implementing a criteria to follow to measure Justin's social and emotional progress. And finally, how we are both going to work to improve our open communication to become more approachable.
Okay, this makes me feel more supported as a teacher, and I appreciate your time.
Okay, first things first, I'm not sure if you have been using any strategies to help control Justin's behaviour, but if so, can you please let me know what they are?
I use the same strategies that I use with every other child in my classroom. I find myself becoming quite frustrated with Justin, and therefore raising my voice quite a lot. I think this is because I've never worked with a child with Asperger's before, so therefore I don't know much about it.
Okay, I was unaware about that, and I'm glad that I know now. Children with Asperger's syndrome behave differently to you and I, and display the following characteristics: delayed social maturity and social reasoning, difficulty making friends and often teased by others, difficulty with children and control of emotions, unusual language abilities that include advanced vocabulary and syntax by delayed conversation skills, unusual prosody and tendency to be pedantic, a fascination with a topic that is unusual in intensity and focus, an unusual profile of learning abilities, clumsiness in terms of gait and coordination, sensitivity to sounds, aromas, textures or touch. I will give you a list of these before you leave today so that you have a copy of them for you in your classroom.
Thank you, I appreciate that, and I now understand Justin's reaction when I touched his hand today.
We have a step-by-step strategy that we put into place for children with Asperger's. This is making sure that Justin is aware of what the expectations are in the classroom. It is important to not confuse the issue with trying to talk about these expectations at a time when Justin is very upset.
Yes, okay.
When there are warning signs of Justin becoming aggressive, redirect him to an alternative activity. something that he enjoys. If this does not stop the tantrum, tell him to stop. Don't add any extras, just say stop, calmly and directly.
So if I had have just said stop to Justin calmly and directly today, the situation could have had a more positive outcome.
Yes, that's exactly right. However, if he does not stop, provide some physical redirection to an area where it can calm down. It can be very effective to call this place his safe place. It may include a beanbag, chair, where you can sit. It is important that you eliminate any extras in the area, such as toys or other preferred items. You can tell him to be calm for 5 minutes before he can get up.
Okay, I know the perfect spot in the classroom that I can set this up.
That sounds great. This may seem like a simple process, but with what may be a challenging behaviour, but it is important that it is consistent across all of Justin's classes. So if you feel it is important, we could arrange a meeting with Justin's other teachers to set up a safe place for him in every classroom. It is amazing how many children will actually learn to go to their safe place independently as a way for them to control themselves. This is our overall goal for Justin. If he does not become aggressive, it is important that you and Justin work together to implement strategies for this. Make sure that Justin knows these strategies and is reminded of them daily. You could ask him to take 3 deep breaths to calm down, or use a strategy of counting to 10. Remember, Margot, you can also use these strategies when you find yourself becoming stressed or losing your temper in the classroom, especially with Justin.
Okay, thank you so much for this. I will go home tonight and do some more research about Asperger's so that I'm aware of some of the situations that I may face.
That sounds great. Remember that my door is always open, and if you have any other questions, I would like for us to catch up weekly to gauge how these strategies and goals are working. Because if they aren't, we'll have to reassess them. Thank you for coming in today and for your understanding.
Yes, I would really appreciate that. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow.